What's going on, people? Thanks for joining me for another beer review. It's Beer Monster O'Clock. And today, we're reviewing another Lithuanian beer. Because I got loads from the local sort of Euro shop around the corner called Alibaba's. And so yeah, I see this one. This one looks quite interesting. You've got the old foil covering the top, which is always nice. So you ain't going to get in some infections or something. Because you never know where these have been, do you? Well, and that's been to Lithuania. So it's a 500ml, no, sorry, it's a pint can, this one. And it's called 1410 Lager. It's 5.3%, another strong one from the Lithuanians. And they don't seem to mess about with their ABVs like we do over here. I bet they ain't gonna water this down. Yeah, 1410, and it says Sviesusis, whatever that means. But this beer is actually created to commemorate the Battle of Grunwald in Lithuanian in the year 1410, hence the name 1410. All I know is Lithuania won. That's all I can tell you. I don't know what that fight was about or anything, but you can see on the can there's like people kicking off. There's a guy on the back of an horse with a massive sword slashing someone up. Yeah, quite an interesting beer. Let's hope it's better than some of the other Lithuanian ones I've had. Some Lithuanian beers are really nice, but some of them not so much, that's for sure. Let's take the foil off. Well, it's a bit weird taking the foil off the can though. But, I like it though, because you know it keeps it clean, doesn't it? Like, crack it open. Yeah, you can probably get this off Beers of Europe and stuff like that, I would think. But as I say, I always check my sort of local foreign looking shops and see what beers they got, and I always find stuff I ain't done. Right, here we go. There's a beer in the glass. It's a very pale looking lager, this one. It's like almost like a straw colour, I would say. Decent levels of carbonation. You can probably pick that out on camera. White bubbly head. Doesn't look too bad, but it is very light. Don't know if it's a Pilsner or what, but it certainly looks like a Pilsner. It doesn't say on the can, but maybe that Sviesusis, whatever that is, means Pilsner, I don't know. Right, let's check out the aromas of this 1410 lager. Bit of a sweet maltiness. I had this with the one yesterday. It smells a little bit fruity, like apples or something. Like sweet malts and a touch of apple. Almost cider-like aroma. It's really strange. Yesterday's one was a Latvian beer, and that added like a cider kind of aroma to it as well. I'm praying to God it tastes better than that one, because that one was rough. Let's chuck it down the neck. Cheers, everybody. Bosh. Nah. It's alright. It's alright. It's better than yesterday's one, which I think I gave a 3.5. It's better than yesterday's. It's definitely more palatable than that crap. But it's a little bit. I'm more sort of disappointed at the lack of flavour going on here. I'm quite surprised. It's 5.3%, so you expect the beer to have something about it. And my first impression is probably watery, which is not what you expect from a 5.3% lager, is it? Like, yeah. First thing that comes to mind is watery and very thin bodied. Let's go again. There are some malts and that going on, but it's just, I was expecting a bit more flavour. It's very light in flavour. Perhaps, you know, well, I'm going to say this is chilled to the bone. Perhaps that ain't helping, but I've got a feeling it would taste a bit rougher if it weren't. Like a light malty taste on the start. Gently sweet. It's almost like a honey type sweetness to their malts. Like honey and caramel. Might be caramel malt, but they taste a little like honey. They're not horrible actually. That's probably the best thing about the beer is the malty taste. Sort of, for me, it tastes like honey and caramel, but I could be wrong. It doesn't taste like there's no syrup or anything. Again, I could be wrong. Let's have a little look. Is there any English ingredients? Water, barley, malt, hops. And that is it. I mean, it's quite a clean tasting lager, really. Just lacks in a bit of flavour and it's a little bit watery. On the end, there is like some slightly pilsner elements, but at a really low level. There's like a herbal and floral, gentle hoppiness on that back end, which is quite nice, to be fair. It's very inoffensive. It's definitely not horrible. It's just, it doesn't have that wow factor. Do you know what I mean? There's a very gentle, light bitterness on the finish after them hops, and just a slight drying, crisp dryness. But overall, it's sort of, the flavours that are there are nice, I would say, but they're just lacking a bit. You know, there needs to be a bit more to this one for me, like up a notch. A bit more of that sort of herbal and floral like hops. I would like a bit more of that on the finish, a little bit more bitterness perhaps to cut through them slightly sweet malts a bit more. But the malts are definitely the star of the show on this one. But the star of the show of what is a very, very average beer for me. Score wise, what am I going to give it? You know, it's not bad. Would I buy it again? No. To be honest, I wouldn't. But if I was in Lithuania for whatever reason, knocking about, and this is all they had, I'd quite happily drink it, sort of thing. It's one of them ones, you know. It's not awful. It's just not one to seek out again, really. I'll give it a 6. It's okay, very average, slightly below average, probably 6 out of 10 from me. Let me know if you've tried this beer, guys, and whether you liked it or not, and what mark would you give it out of 10. Thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. Smash that like button if you want to help the video gain a bit more traction. I'd appreciate it, and consider subscribing to the channel if you've not done already, and become a beer monster. Till next one, people. Bye bye, darlings.